everybody to Perfect Pairing Game Day Edition.
I'm Chef Travise.
I'm Dioni, and today we're doing
Nachos with our
whiskey lemonade.
All right, so
let's get started. Yes,
right.
Jinx. Okay, so as always, drinks come first.
Most important drinks come first.
Yes. So with our whiskey lemonade, first for presentation, we're just gonna take a handful of blackberries and we are going to muddle it a little bit. So you get in there, kind of smash it down in there. And then we are going to take about, where's the ounces?
This is about a pint of Jack
A pint of Jack. We chose Tennessee honey. Whatever whiskey of your choice you can use, but this happens to be my favorite, so we're gonna pour the whole thing in there.
This is what us Southerners like in our lemonade. Just a little
Yes.
bit of Jack and honey, you know.
And then to offset the sweetness of the whiskey, we are going to squeeze in some fresh lemon, about 2 whole lemons and 1 lime. So I'm gonna kind of alternate between the lemons and the lime. Oh.
Like she said, guys, this is the lemon and lime. What it's doing is to cut
Dangerous.
through a lot of the sweetness that we're going to add in here, because the Jack Daniels already has the element of the honey in there. So we want to balance the sweet and the citrus out with a little bit of tangy. So you're going to get a little kick when you sip it.
Literally, this thing literally kicked me. So after that, we are going to my sous. So is there a term for a sous bartender? I know there's a sous chef, but is there a term for sous bartender?
Yeah, the
Not
taster.
really? The taster?
Because if I would say back bar, that means I'm like getting your ice and everything, you know?
Well, not far off. Okay, so to make things simpler, we added simply lemonade. And so we're going to just do a nice heap of that, just to cut through.
And as you see, the brownness from the whiskey is what gives it the dirty look. That's why we call it the dirty lemonade. You
Yeah.
got the freshness of the berries, the freshness of the citrus that's in there.
So we use most of the bottle. And then we are going to take our mason jar. So Southern lemonade, always serve it in a mason jar. And so we are also going to garnish with a couple fresh blackberries as well. Pour your lemonade over ice. Add a slice.
Lime, you're going to do a lemon twist in there.
There we go.
There
So
we go.
fancy.
We always got to pass a drink over to our illustrious media engineer back there. There you go. Go ahead, get into it. What do you think about it?
And then, cheers. Delicious. The citrus of the lemon and the lime really do cut through the honey, and it's a perfect balance, actually.
Makes it a
Delicious.
good
Cheers. Sorry.
Cheers. No
Not supposed to
worries.
drink before you cheers, but there we go.
So this week we're going to be doing steak nachos, right? We're going to get into it. So what we have here, we're going to prep our guacamole. So in this bowl already we have about 4 avocados. It's really easy to get your avocado meat. Sorry, can't even talk. Right? Out of the shell. We're going to cut it in half. Get a knife like that. Take the seed out.
That never works for me. I guess
Really?
I'm not aggressive enough, but okay.
And then you just take a spoon and scoop it out of the shell. And what I like to do is, once we do that, we're going to take a lime and squeeze the lime juice on top of this. Because
Okay.
the lime juice helps it makes it easier to break down the avocado.
And it keeps it from turning brown,
And
right?
it keeps it from turning brown. The citrus from the avocado, citrus from the lime actually keeps it from turning brown.
Spread in the lime
Yep.
love. There
You
we
can
go.
use 1 whole lime, half a lime. This depends on how much lime flavor you actually want in there.
Okay. So with kind of nachos influence, Tex-Mex, we want a lot of lime flavor in there.
Sip my lemonade. Then we have a mashed potato masher. You're just gonna mash up your avocados like so. And if you got a partner like I do, you can sit there, have them drink their drink, and mash this up. Cause while they're doing that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab out of the refrigerator. We've been marinating for about. We've been marinating this for about 2 hours. This is T-bone steak. I cut it off the bone.
Cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape.
Right.
Okay. Sorry.
Cut it off the
Can't
bone.
help it.
And then the marinade is olive oil, lime juice, parsley, chopped garlic, salt and pepper, and a little bit of adobo seasoning. So you'll let that sit for about an hour or so. And remember, guys, we're going to give you the exact measurements of the ingredients in the comments. Just make sure you look for the comments. And what we have over here is our screaming hot flat top griddle pan that you can sit right on top of your oven. It works with any type of oven, electric, flat top range. Drizzle a little bit of olive oil on here.
So fancy and professional.
And then we're gonna just throw our steak on here like that. You hear that sizzle?
All right, so Chef Travis, how much meat is on the grill?
So this is about, give or take, 3 to 4 pounds of T-bone steak actually. So we're just gonna let that grill off. You cook it to the way you want it. So I personally like mine medium rare, which that means it has a warm pink center.
Yep.
Some of you guys want to do it well done. If you do it well done, I feel like you're butchering your steak.
Yes.
So while that's cooking, what we're gonna do is go back to our guacamole.
Okay, so I smashed it up.
Right here we have about a cup of red onion. We can throw that in there.
All right.
We have what this is a cup of jalapeno or 3 jalapenos chopped up, deseeded, and you can throw that in there. And right here we have a cup of roma tomatoes, and it's 2 tomatoes, again, chopped up. And then finally you got your chopped up cilantro. You can rough chop the cilantro, it doesn't have to be fancy, guys, because you're making this at home. You're gonna sit down, play games, or watch a game, and we're gonna mix that all together. And while you're mixing that, we're gonna add a teaspoon of garlic powder.
Spread the love.
Generous turns of sea salt. And generous turns of black pepper. Look how pretty this guacamole is.
Yeah.
You got your brightness from your green guacamole, cilantro. You got the brightness of the red onion and red tomato. We're just gonna let that all get together and marry those flavors. I don't know about how many of you guys love guacamole, but I love guacamole. It's an easy thing to make. You like guacamole?
I love guacamole. So this is our game day edition. So we all know that nachos are really simple, really easy to share, especially when you're watching games. Speaking of, do you remember that episode of the Jamie Foxx show when he challenged LT
to football. Because they were promoting Any Given Sunday, right?
Yes,
okay.
yes, exactly. And he was trying to impress Fancy.
Yes, Fancy Pants.
Fancy Pants,
right.
And wound up getting his butt whooped.
My favorite episode off of Jamie Foxx is when he had to go to driving school.
Oh.
And Mark Curry he made an appearance. And he did the whole Prince impression. He made him do push-ups. He was like, I would not exceed the speed. So the next thing we're gonna do, guys, you can find this anywhere in your area. Go to like support your local businesses, guys. We've gotten this from a local Hispanic store in our area. Freshly made corn tortillas. And what we'll do is you'll take the corn tortillas, slice them up into 8. We have some hot canola and vegetable oil going. We're gonna make our own tortilla chips. So
I gotta do this.
we're gonna drop it
you're
together.
tryna-
Drop them individually.
Okay.
Doesn't take long for them to cook. We're gonna just deep fry these really quickly. If you
So
have a
what is the benefit of mixing canola and vegetable oil? Is it
it's not so
flavor?
heavy.
Okay.
From the vegetable oil and then the flavor also too. So and then it doesn't burn as fast.
Gotcha.
You can cook for a long time in there. If you check one of our previous episodes, you remember we did the chicken together, right?
Yeah.
And we put the potato in there so the oil wouldn't burn. So while we're doing this, you smell the freshness of the tortillas?
I do.
If you have a metal spatula, just push them down in there like that. And look, they're already crisping up. And what you want to do is make sure you have something to the side, like a plate to drain the oil off of with paper towel or any other apparatus that would drain the oil for you, okay?
Chef Travis, I don't fool with hot oil.
But it's not that bad.
Okay, I'll let the professional handle it.
So we got our steak grilling, guys. We got our guacamole already going. In this bowl right here, if you like to do things like this, I have shredded lettuce. Just take regular iceberg lettuce, chop it up really fine, put it in a bowl. It's going to be in our topping. And we're also going to put shredded fresh Colby Jack cheese on there. It's about 2 pounds of cheese we're going to be in there because we're really going to enjoy.
Pounds of cheese.
We're really going to enjoy this game day.
Yes.
So while we're waiting, so these tortillas are really ready to go. We can pull them out, drain them off.
Yeah.
And we're going to hit them with a little bit of salt as soon as they come out the oil.
Okay.
Like fresh and hot out of the oil, you want to put your salt on there because that's going to capture the most salt on there and give it a little bit of flavor. We got the steak going right here.
So we're putting the tortillas on.
We're gonna put them here.
Okay.
So because we're gonna have what this pan is for, we're gonna put our tortillas. We're gonna grab our steak, put it on top, and put our cheese on there. Your oven. I know we failed to mention this, but it's gonna be at 350. Okay. Because we're gonna melt the cheese on top.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So
Cheese has to melt.
you wanna grab the salt.
I'm at the ready. Am I salting as you're putting it on there?
Yeah.
All right.
Because we want all that. Look at this. Making your own tortillas is a whole lot better option. You can control the amount of oil you want to use.
Oh yeah. I'm sure the ones in the store also have preservatives and other unsavory things that we can't pronounce. And this does seem super easy.
So you can get these tortillas at your local Hispanic stores. They're available for you, and they're really inexpensive. And typically, they're handmade. So look at
that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We're gonna drop more tortillas in there.
All right.
Cause we're feeding a family of like 8 today, right?
Oh yeah.
Everybody's
Having
ready.
people over for the game.
And we want to play games like Celebrity. You ever play Celebrity?
I have played Celebrity.
What did you think about Celebrity?
I'm pretty good at Celebrity.
Oh, okay.
You know what's my game?
What is that?
Taboo.
Okay.
You don't want to see me in Taboo.
I don't want to see you. I'll stay out there tapping the streets.
All right, so we got.
So look at this fresh tortillas guys right here. If you
Super
want to,
easy.
even if you want to just grab them and try them, some people you can even do this. Once you take them all out, you can take a lime, fresh squeezed lime juice on there, give them an extra little oomph and flavor. Hear that crispy crunch?
Just the right amount of salt. Thank you.
Here's our shredded Colby Jack cheese right here. Oh man. Such a simple meal. It can be ready in 30 minutes or less. We can start pulling the steak off because we're going to put it on top of here.
Yeah, because it looks just right where we want it, so not well done.
Get in there. Don't be shy about the steak.
You know,
Don't be shy about it.
try not to be a burn victim.
While she's pulling that off, I'm going to take another sip of my dirty
Of
lemonade.
course you are. I'm supposed to be the sous chef. Where's the sous? I feel like I'm just chefing. No sous.
So look at that. Oh my gosh. We got shaved steak strips. And what we're going to do is take a handful of our shredded Colby Jack cheese. Put that on top of there like that.
Mmm. Ooh, and we can layer.
Mm-hmm. We can
Awesome.
layer. But the reason why we got the oven on 350, so we can melt our cheese, right? Stick that in there. And depending on your oven, it's a really quick melt. You can keep it in the oven maybe anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay,
However way you want to melt your cheese. And once they come out, what we're going to do is we're going to start topping it with everything we want to put in our guacamole, our lettuce. If you want, you can chop up more tomato, put it on there. Chop up more red onion, sour cream.
Love sour cream.
Salsa, all that good stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So by now your cheese have already melted on your steak and your nachos. So you can
Yes.
pull it out the oven, right?
Yes. This looks amazing. Why is it when things look delicious or so cute, your voice goes up like 10 octaves?
'Cause
Like,
you're ready
oh
to
my
eat it.
God. Like Oprah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Everyone's getting a brand new car.
You're getting a nacho.
You're
getting a
getting-
nacho.
So we're gonna put our nachos on a display dish, right? Put this out or get this out of our way.
And again, super easy. This whole meal took us about 15 minutes. Really the longest thing was to marinate the steak.
So now we're gonna scoop some guacamole on there, right? Well, actually, no. You know what? Let's put our lettuce on there first. Sorry about that. More lettuce.
Spread the love, spread the love.
Come in with our fresh guac down the middle of it right here. Again, guys, you can make your guacamole any way you want to. You can put corn in here if you want. You can put broccoli in here if you want.
Broccoli on nachos.
Yeah.
I'm sure when you make it, it's amazing. If I were to do that, it wouldn't have the same effect.
And you can also make these nachos plant-based. So you can take broccoli, cauliflower, saute that up, and replace it for your steak, and go from there, right? So,
Steak.
and we have some. You can make your own salsa, but we didn't do that tonight because
No.
again, we're trying to help and watch the game.
Yeah, we have guests coming over. We need to do things quickly, so I'm a goer. I'm a goer.
And salsa is really easy to make too. You just need tomatoes, onions, cilantro, jalapeno, a little bit of olive oil. Blend that up in the blender. And then we'll finish it off with sour cream, whichever your perfect sour cream is, whichever one you like.
Who's our?
That's good. That's good.
We'll improvise. So we'll just do a dollop of sour cream in the middle, or are we doing it all down the line?
Do it all down the line.
Okay, you're the professional. Because when I do presentations, I kind of just throw it all in there.
I mean, it's nachos. We don't have
I
to
mean,
be-
yeah, so
we don't
it's
have to be
nachos.
fancy,
You
yeah.
know.
Then I'll just finish the top off with a couple sprigs of cilantro that I just pinched off by hand. And that's really it. This is your Game Day Nacho right here. Again, remember, check the comments for the ingredients, right?
Yes.
If you ain't watching Jamie Foxx show, you're doing yourself a disservice. You need to go watch Jamie Foxx
Yes.
show, especially the traffic school episode, right?
Most talented man in Hollywood,
Right.
I say.
Who's your favorite character off that show?
Braxton.
Braxton P. Hawk.
Because he's a cornball, but he ain't gonna be no punk. Remember they were doing the dance battle
Yes.
in Braxton's apartment? Anyway.
So look, here's your fork, right?
Yes.
Let me grab me a fork.
For nachos,
Yeah, well, I mean, you can.
Chef Travise.
We're gonna make sure you get in there and get you a piece of steak on your nacho. Make sure you got cheese on there.
Yeah,
Get all of the components. Get the salsa,
lettuce.
the guac.
Oh yeah, salsa, guacamole, a little bit of sour cream on there too. Cheers.
Cheers. And guys, enjoy yourself, okay? Thank you for watching us, right?
Thank you for watching Perfect Pairing. Be careful with the lemonade because it tastes like juice. And if you get a little too excited, it's going to hit you really quick. See you next time.
See you next week.